The preliminary battle rating changes announced on Tuesday have gone live, so I'm going to have a look at how realistic has been affected. Starting with the ground changes, the LVRBV 701 has been moved from 9.3 to 9.7, which doesn't really change anything as there's no 9.3 lineup for Sweden, so if you were using the 701, it was better to up tier it to 9.7 anyway, so you could actually have a lineup. The Sturm S has been moved down to 8.7 from 9.0 as it wasn't really an effective vehicle, but I don't see it being useful until it gets moved to 8.3 where Russia really has a lineup that can do some damage. Finally, the B1 BIS has been moved from 2.0 to 2.3 since it had really no right having the potential to be downtiered to reserve where it was essentially impenetrable fighting very new players. The Swedish low-tier twin boom fighters have all seen an increase. These planes are very competitive at their tier and this change isn't unexpected but nice to see as they were clubbing in down tiers quite hard. The P-38G1 has been moved down from 3.7 to 3.3 and the I-185M71 is down from 4.7 to 4.3, probably to entice people to play these planes a little more as most players probably prefer an F6F or Yak variant of the same BR. The C205 Series 3 has been moved up from 4.0 to 4.3 and the G56 from 6.0 to 6.3, which is not an unexpected change as these planes perform really well in ARB and follows the trend set by the G55S being up-tiered in the last battle rating change. Hopefully this will allow the G56 to get a repair cost decrease as it's very high at the moment. Next, the Wyvern has been decreased again to 4.3. I'm not sure where these changes are coming from because the Wyvern was already a very competitive fighter and an excellent ground attacker when it was 5.0. This is one to try out both in ARB and ground, particularly in ARB where you can really make the most of the top speed before it gets up-tiered again as I don't see it staying at 4.3 for long. A very similar plane to the Wyvern in playstyle, the F7F1 and F7F3 have both been up-tiered to 6.3, which means seeing a C3 Arado or MiG-9 in a full up-tier, but I think the excellent acceleration and overwhelming firepower of the Tiger Cats will be able to deal with these new threats effectively. The German heavy bomber Heinkel 177 has been up-tiered to 6.0, which hopefully means we can expect a repair cost decrease, although it will be interesting to see how the 1.101 changes to ARB bombing and how that will affect bomber BRs in general. Onto the changes to jet BRs, the Sea Meteor F Mark III has gone from 7.7 to 7.3, which is a pretty significant change as it won't see nearly as many mixed games since 7.7 and above is the cutoff where national matchmaking is removed. The Meteor F Mark IV and ME262C1A were both moved from 8.0 to 7.7, which again is probably just to entice people to play these jets as you don't really see them in battle and there's often just better, more interesting things to fly at the same BR. Next, the ME163B0, the 163 with two MG151s, has been moved from 8.3 to 8.7, which will really suck for people just reaching top tier jets in Germany, and the plane will now have to deal with lightnings and 9.0 air-to-air missile spam while flying their 6-minute fuel meme machine. The CL-13B Mark VI is also going up and being moved from 9.3 to 9.7, but this will change absolutely nothing about its matchmaker as 9.7 can't get up-tiered and 8.3 jets aren't that popular anyway. Lastly, the most controversial change are the G91YS and J32B going from 9.7 to 10.0, which is a very significant change because at the moment there is a hard wall between 9.7 and 10.0, so 9.7s only get down tiers and 10.0s only get up tiers, which means for the new 10.0 planes they're about to become utterly useless as you will just get clubbed by MiG-21s, Phantoms and Mirages. This change is utterly ridiculous with the Lightning staying at 9.7 and shows the clear need for BR decompression at top tier to allow 9.7 and 10.0 jets to be playable while not having to fight 10.3 jets that completely outclass them while also not completely outclassing the 9.0 range of jets. Thank you for watching.